I I I started playing scales today. Um, my mom is a music teacher, and I grew up constantly hearing her practice and hearing students practice, and there's some sort of a very calming quality, I guess, for me to hear music being practiced, even if there are errors, just because it's that familiarity of home, and maybe because it's a simple sound going up and down, and um, it doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of does its thing and continues back and forth, which I guess to some people would be like a Chinese water torture or something, but to me, it's just very calming. Um, my mom's a composer too, and I used to listen to her do that, or with her friends that she also composed with and stuff. And I've never really been good at piano at all. Um, I practiced other instruments more, like I played violin and I played flute, um, but and I tootle around like on the ukulele and on the guitar a little bit, and on the banjo was my favorite, and I love dulcimers and zithers. I got to play a harp once, and I just absolutely loved that. Um, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. This is a total just ramble. Anyways, so um, my dad's a musician too. He mostly played any kind of string instrument, but he played other things too, like he played trombone, and he could just pick up anything and play it. Anyways, um, my great grandmother had taught my grandmother how to play, and then my grandmother taught my mother how to play until she went to conservatory. But I was like too ornery to learn how to play from my mom, so she got a friend of the family who's, I think she's a concert pianist married to a concert pianist, or, or she's a teacher. I don't know if she's whatever. When you have friends like this, I don't know. So she's who I had my lessons from, but really, no matter the formal lessons, it was always my mom teaching me, or I would just be watching or listening and kind of doing things. But things have just been so massively stressful. I think it's like why I finally pulled it out, just to pull out the keyboard just to play, which I had pulled out other things last week to practice, and I was practicing Byzantine notation still, but I don't know, tonight I pulled out the piano and I was so glad, it was just like 30 minutes just went by like that, and I felt so much better afterwards. Um, I'll tell you one thing. If all of this situation somehow resolves and the answer is that I end up moving to Chicago so I can live with my mom, I'll actually consider that such a blessing in disguise, because I miss her, and I miss her music, and I want the kids to hear her. I used to get my fix of hearing scales all the time with my boys playing their instruments. And then the same year, they both decided to quit after years and years of playing, like being in bands and all kinds of stuff. That was it. They had had it. It's like, okay, so now I need to go to Chicago to get my fix to hear people playing scales, little children, and hear my mom, and I just miss her way too much. She sent me some music a couple of weeks ago of a piece that I had written, that she had put down the notation of, and we were kind of developing it together. So maybe maybe we'll get to finish it. I wrote another piece, and these are both for my kids, by the way. There's one son I haven't written music for yet, but that's another story. So the one that's for the second son was like very developed. I, but this third one I just have parts of. So maybe we'll work together on the first one or something like that. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope things are really wonderful in your life and world, and I thank everybody for positive encouragement and prayers and blessings of peace and hope.